Alright, hey Hunters, HaloZoo here with more Prehistoric Kingdom as we finish up the Ceratopsids with the Pachyrhinosauruses. So, we got three of them right here. Paratorum, I think Lacustai, and then Canadensis. We're going to begin with Lacustai, which is the onyx skin, which I never liked as much. I always like this one the most. Paratorum's cool as well, but onyx, nah, not my thing. So we're gonna go 6. I think it's a good number for them. But they're going to be more wetland than coastal here. So we're going to give them more wetland. They actually want the same amount of water, but oh well. And then okay, so yeah, I was gonna put him here, and here. So let's get them their water. So Lacustai get you a very big pool. At least relative to the others. And I almost forgot to do with wetland grass. All around because it's easy to identify. Relative to anything but desert and tundra. Because it and tropical are the best grasses for uniqueness besides those two, which are very distinct. So let's do mud. I wish it was like an automatic like change terrain to under the water to blank so that I could automatically have this happen. That would be nice. Anyway, we're gonna go coastal now, where we're gonna have a coastal area. There we go. I think I'll curve it in more. There we go. But then extend it out a little more right here, maybe. Boom. I think that's going to be good. So, I don't think they need as big of a exhibit as these guys. I'm still very happy with these two. They're one of the more annoying ones, which we're going to come back to in the next two parts as my FPS drops. Mostly because those are Hell Creek, so yeah. Only Tarbosaurus is worse. There's also Spino and Arano. I think Kark is also, or Karkara is also like that. Actually double check. I think at the very least Canadensis will need it, but I don't know if I don't know how if Lacustai needs it. Hmm. So that's the large. So it looks like they got enough space under large, but oh yeah, Storaco needed it. This is a medium though. For the Nasudo. Oh, come on. Oh, why does this it always do this? I don't get it. What am I doing wrong with the scrolling? I probably need to report that bug, but okay, Locusta and Paratorum barely fit under that. I think uh I think I might actually put large at least for Locusti for some consistency, you know? But oh, that's not what I mean. Okay, so anyway, uh foliage. Hmm. Slight FPS drop there. And I don't know why actually, but oh well. We're not gonna question it too much. Uh There we go. There we go. So this leads us into the exhibit. And then there we go. So then we got our marshland. So let's just select all, actually. Okay, let's... Okay, tree removal. There we go. Okay. There we go. There's a few big trees. gotta make sure we get plenty of ground cover all around this area. There we go. I think I'm happy with the wetland foliage. That's 5. There we go. There we go. Okay. Then we go to the coastal region where things are a bit different. So we're gonna plant our redwoods. Make sure we got plenty of them. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna go into our low trees mode. Like our other trees. Including tree ferns. So that gives us a nice enough point to continue from. Okay. Now we start to really go for the ferns. Then we go for the ground cover. Specifically the ferns that are not very high up. Make sure we get a lot of these ferns because, you know, ferns! But there we go. Okay. Now this should be a very good forest. Yeah, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. If only I can zoom in. Oh, gosh. Come. No, come on. Come. on camera. Anyway. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Okay, now I just need our feeders. I'm gonna be here. And then here. And I feel like I need wetland. Deselect. I feel like I need something big there. Right here. There we go. I think that's better. Anyway, so that then leads us on to enrichment, which currently just means these ice blocks. And I have one. Nope. Yeah, I do. That was the first one I placed in it. There we go! Pachyrhinosaurus lacustai. Yeah. Got a nice and swampy home. So next we're going to do Paratorum. So these guys like a temperate tundra environment. Fortunately, this is one of the few I can actually identify as a separate shade of grass. Voila! Now, I do think I want a temperate area to be where the water is, so I'm thinking we have it like this, maybe? It gives plenty of tundra, but it also gives an area for an open temperate forest. Well, best biome to do water in, but it works, you know. Now, if we do this, I wonder what it would be like if I did it. We did like a autumnal woodland. Like, oh gosh, no, 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 no. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. Mm. Hmm. Not sure what I'm gonna do with this, but okay. Okay. Um, that doesn't seem half bad. So we're gonna go to our ground cover mode and then go with that. There we are. I mean, it works. Okay, I need to get our new Pachyrhinosauruses. The basalt skin. Another 6 of these guys. And these guys, let me just, you know what, I'll just keep with this structure type, just because, you know, it's what I've been using. I think it's nice to have a consistent theme with it all. Ah, it's a bit taller than the red stuff, but oh well. It works, I think. There we go. Okay. So they want a denser forest, but so we'll give them that. These boreal woods just get denser. There we go. There we go. That's nice. just need to make sure I put in my feeders. And ice blocks for them to enjoy. Mm. There we go. Okay. And now I cannot do that and then just release them like this. And voila! Pachyrhinosaurus paratorum enclosure is good. Now, the last one for today, since we're only doing Pachyrhinosaurus today just because I got really tired doing the previous episode. We've got Pachyrhinosaurus canadensis. In hindsight, I probably should have cut it in half, like maybe save Styracosaurus for this episode as well, but it's kind of just like an impromptu, you know what? I'm not entirely sure I want to finish this episode out. But oh well, it's fine, you know. I'm actually going to do terrain first, but I'm actually going to start with wetland grass, because even though I want this to be more coastal than wetland, I'm still going to start like this with wetland grass, just because it lets me know, hey, none of this is grassland anymore. So that's a useful tip as well. Even if you aren't, like, intending to go with a certain palette over others, if you're going to use a palette with a very different grass type to what you're using, so, like, in this case, wetland and coastal, you want to use the wetland grass first, because it's a lot easier to use for it. Of course, you could always use a generic terrain, but here I wanted to do that because I just think it's an overall easier palette to work with. Make sure we get a nice and big area of coastal. Since coastal is just the best biome. Make sure to carve out enough space for a wetland to be nice. There we go. Okay. I think that's good. Now let's get a smaller segment of water. Still big for my standards, but, you know. If it works, it works, you know. There we go. So there's our pool of water. There we go. Okay. It's all muddy now. There we go. Hmm. There we go. There we go. Alright, so now we'll oh. Select all. Then we deselect everything except this tree, except for that one option. And we just add to the verdancy of this area. Go to 10 meter. 20%. Make sure we've got everything squared away pretty well. Especially the edge, because the edge is usually what gets the least attention from the brush, just because I find it tends to focus the center, which, I mean, you'd expect it to do that anyway, but I don't know, I just feel like it ends up yeah, I mean, and ultimately it's fine, you know, it's oh. Make sure all the bigger mangroves are out of there. And voila! Nice little swampy swamp. Let me just message a friend real quick. Here, let me actually pause. Alright, I have returned, and we're just going to do the coastal segment of this enclosure, and we'll be done with this episode. So, it's something nice to play this game a lot more again. I haven't really used the grassland much, but that will be changing, because I think at least 2 or 3 of the next episodes will have a lot of grassland stuff to worry about, so because we do have Carcara and Spino as well as Arano, and I know those 4 definitely like their grassland, since they were part of the grassland update, you know? But that's just how this goes sometimes, you know? Also, yeah, no, I'm still not telling you what I'm doing next, but we just have to get through the rest of the parts for that. Big surprise. But and it's still way early, like, compared to when this actually releases. It's, like, way in advance recording, but, you know. That's just what I felt was necessary to get the next series, which I will give you a bit of a teaser. It's going to be a lot more edited than I normally do, but that's just because the nature of it kind of feels like, yeah, it's gonna have to be more edited, but we just have to see what that project is. And I doubt the people who really enjoy this will enjoy it, but I mean, you know, let's be honest, this channel has, there's no such thing as consistency with this channel, it's just me doing what I want. The only consistency is inconsistency. But, you know, that's actually, honestly, part of what I like about doing it this way is, you know, I don't need to worry about consistency with projects. It's, you know, this is what I want to do, so I'm going to do it my way, you know? And it's definitely something I don't want to ever lose with this channel. Even if it, like, you know, gets big, because y'all like, share, subscribe, all that stuff, and I blow up. I'm always going to keep this, like, I'm doing stuff because I want to. Like, you know, I want to do this project. Like, I want to make a zoo with every animal in it. At least of, as of the Grassland update. Plus, maybe expanding with, update 10 if it comes around to that, because I think this is update 9 is Grassland, because update 10 is when we're getting Elasmotherium and the cave lions. But anyway, select all. Let's deselect and just select these 4, and this is going to be a lot of redwoods. Make sure we have plenty in here. Then we'll go to our 10 meter, 10%. 10-10 mode. As we'll dub it now. Make sure we got a nice big redwood forest. Okay, I think this is sufficient. And then if we go here, make sure we get it as really good as well. With the pines and tree ferns. Then we remove our Scots pine and go to ferns. And we go even crazier with planting ferns. Making sure we got plenty of tree ferns all throughout our forest here, as well as ground cover ferns. Then we remove our tree ferns and start really planting ferns. Yes! Yes! I must plant all the ferns. What, 20 meter, 50. Oh gosh. There we go. And there we go. Plenty of ferns. All around. Well, let's just keep going with the ferns. Have some bleed over as well, I think. Might be fun. There we go. Oh, yes. Yes! Ah, they're looking so good. Anyway, let's not forget to care for our animals in question. Which means feeders. And of course, these guys are purely plant eaters. Like almost all the other ceratopsids. With only Protoceratops and Psittacosauruses not liking the plants alone, as they are both slightly insectivorous. But there we go. Here is our Canadian, or specifically Canadian, Pachyrhinosauruses. Voila! Looking beautiful. They really are the coolest. And this is my favorite, like, species of them. Is Canadensis. Just walking through mangrove casually. As my frames die! Okay, there we go. Well, this has been a lovely episode of Prehistoric Kingdom All-in-One Zoo as we continue our quest to get all the dinos. So next time, we're going to be doing the Hadrosaurs. We're going to do half of them, which I believe will include Parasaurolophus. Or Edmontosaurus. I don't know which I'm going to do first. I'll decide that when we get to it, but so no telling which ones. I just know one of those two will be involved, and then two of the other Hadrosaurids will be involved as well. So we'll see what happens when it comes to it, but anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video to stay tuned for more, including more of the All-in-One Zoo and whatever projects come next, as well as any 1D&D videos that happen in between. Without further ado, I'll see y'all next time! HaloZoo, out!